Many years ago, I served the synagogue that fell upon hard times. And as you know, in order to pray properly, we need 10 men. And so we had 9 always for our services. And one of them would always go out to the corner on Bay Parkway and try to find the 10th man. Once he comes in with a very nice, good-looking man, gray hair, and sits down in the back, doesn't speak very much. And we finished services, we thanked him, and he left. And from that point on, he was there every single time we had to have services. Tried and true like the red, white, and blue. About 2 years later, he doesn't appear. But his son comes in, a 17-year-old young man, and says, unfortunately, his father is not feeling well. And therefore, he sent me, his son, to excuse him. So I asked him, what synagogue do you attend? He says, no, I don't attend the synagogue. I'm Italian. My father's Italian. We go to church. So I said, how come your father's been so nice to us, to accommodate us for so many years? He says, my father likes the Jewish people. And, you know, we had a meeting as to whether next time he comes, whether we should accept him as an honorary Jew and add him to the minion or not. But unfortunately, he never showed up again.
No doubt. If you go across America, especially among Jewish folks, across America, I can bet you they either lived in Brooklyn, their parents lived in Brooklyn, their grandparents lived in Brooklyn, or their great-grandparents lived in Brooklyn. Brooklyn and Judaism, quite frankly, are so much together today as they have been for all these years. So tomorrow, when the site officially launches, head over to brooklynjewish.org. You're going to have a national team again, a national team competing in these United States all across the country. Instead of wearing a uniform, it'll be a jersey. And it will proudly say Brooklyn Nets on there. And let me tell you, the excitement that you and I that lived here at the time, keep in mind more than 3/4 of the people living in Brooklyn have no clue what we're talking about. The Brooklyn Dodgers mean just, they may have heard of them sometime. But believe me, but these kids are going to have a team to root for again with the same memories as you and I had as kids here in Brooklyn, really. And it's going to be the same memories, it's going to be the same excitement, and you'll be hearing announcements in the next few months of the transition from Ebbets Field to Barclays Arena. So stay tuned. And for those of you that are into basketball and currently follow the Knicks, shame on you. I'll forgive you, but not past November. Because that's when it becomes treason. Just like it was to support those Yankees, okay, or the Giants, that's how we're going to feel about you if you support the Manhattan Knicks come later this year. Anyway.
There are 2 lines for the men. One line where the man was in control of the house, and the other line where the woman was in control of the house. The line that the woman was in control of the house was filled with men. The line that the man was in control of the house had one guy on the line. That guy was Shmerel. And his friends turned to him and said, Shmerel, what are you doing on that line? I know your wife treated you like a doormat. You should be here with us. And he said, what should I tell you? My wife told me to stand here. So that's why I'm here tonight. My wife told me to stand here.
And we have a lot to be proud of. We really do. I'm thrilled that all of you could join us in our annual, really not only Jewish Heritage Night, but Salute to Israel. Let me, if I may, congratulate each of tonight's honorees. Shternie, Raskin, Rabbi, Meyer, 5 female rabbis, which is even more than Manhattan, by the way. Now we know it's only reflected. Brooklyn has the largest majority of Rome, and another verse of Brooklyn demonstrating the vibrancy, yes, of Brooklyn's Hasidic population, Rachel Fryer, who's establishing the first all-female Hasidic emergency response team that will be up and running in Borough Park this fall. So, gentlemen, you see, can't hold back the future. You know that. You know, sooner or later, guys, you know, we can't hold it back. Let me give a warm welcome, if I can, to Borough Hall's new liaison. Brooklyn Jews have made a tremendous impact. and those that had been lost will be sorely missed. But one thing's for sure, their work and leadership will be carried on, and our best days are still ahead.
Rabbi Jack Meyer is the founder and director of Misaskin. Rabbi Meyer has established the organization in 2003 and has been functioning as its director since then. Misaskin is a non-profit organization that aims to assist families in grieving through providing numerous services. I hope none of you here have ever had to call this organization. But if you have, you know they arrive with everything, from a fax machine to a Torah. If you need a minion, they'll deliver a minion. It's just an amazing, amazing organization, and it's at our weakest moments that they come, asking nothing to help us. The organization will deliver Shiva items to homes during the prescribed 7-day Shiva period. It takes responsibility for burying the homeless, derelicts, and other forgotten individuals. It also maintains a crisis intervention team that offers emotional support to families in trauma due to a sudden loss. The organization has various safety prevention initiatives in place aiming to prevent tragedies from occurring. Rabbi Meyer completed the BMG Yeshiva of Lakewood in 1983. Shortly thereafter, he then joined the Hatzolah Volunteer EMS Service and has actively been involved in providing emergency medical care since then. In addition, Rabbi Meyer became a chaplain to the Port Authority Police Department. He played a key role in supporting first responders and families in the aftermath of the 9/11 attacks. And right now, across the river, is the 10th anniversary memorial for that 9/11 attack. Rabbi Meyer, Weil, please step forward to accept this award, and Judge Walter, would you join us in Markowitz?
We'll take a picture, Rabbi. Please.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Borough President Markowitz, for recognizing what we do and for what Jack has done in a short period of time. I'm not going to hold anyone up. Steve said everything about the organization. And for those that did use us, you know what we're about. You should never have to. And with God's blessings, we should be able to turn the organization around and use the simplest